Hey guys, it's Jay. Welcome back to the channel. Oh my god, what is going on these days? This is just nuts. I can't believe the things that are happening. It's like literally the 80s are coming back to life in the 2020s. Check this out, guys. This is ridiculous. Deadline, a popular Hollywood I don't know if it's tabloid or not, but they apparently are breaking Hollywood news since 2006. I know very little about Dateline, but when they actually report on things like this, I pay attention. Check it out. The headline reads, Classic 80s TV show Silverhawks being reanimated by the Nacelle Company. What the heck is going on, guys? This is ridiculous. I can't believe this. But first we have Master Universe now appearing on Netflix. Then we have Transformers, which is in its third season now, and now all out of nowhere comes Silverhawks. What is happening these days, guys? It's crazy. It's literally like the 80s has come back from the past to come into the 2020s. Insane. So let's see what this says. It says the Nacelle Company is reviving Silverhawks, a sort of space-themed Thundercats from the mid-80s. Yeah, obviously whoever wrote this article has no idea what they're talking about. Silverhawks was a classic animated television show developed by Rankin & Bass Productions and released in 1986. The show consisted of 65 episodes, concept that revolved around 29th century heroes with metal bodies and wings who were tasked to stop the organized crime ring and protect the citizens of the galaxy of Limbo, which has been overrun by the show's antagonist, Mon Star. Okay, it's pretty obvious that whoever wrote this actually has very little knowledge of the Silverhawks in general. Pretty much verbatim is looking at the synopsis that somebody wrote somewhere online. But what's really telling here is, especially because the way they talk about it, he ran a mob featuring some interesting characters, including a shapeshifter, a robotic card shark, and a man with blades for arms. For crying out loud, at least do a little bit more research when you're doing this. Get the names of the actual characters. I mean, molecular, right? Just a couple of small little Google searches, and you should be able to do. Oh my gosh, just crazy. I mean, look, I can barely remember what the card shark's name is. See, I can't even remember his name, but I would have done some research to actually say something before just writing a generic line like that. The man with blades for arms. Honestly, I don't remember which character that is, to be perfectly honest with you. And I would have done the research. That's what I'm trying to say. The team at Rankin & Bass likely intended to turn the high concept idea into a space-themed extension of the already successful Thundercats, but the show did not enjoy the success of its predecessors. Yes, this is definitely one of the issues. Thundercats was just a really hard act to follow. But it says here that Nacelle produces Disney Plus Behind the Attractions, Netflix Movie That Made Us, The Toys That Made Us, Down to Earth with Zac Efron. Holy crap. Those are some actually really popular series that are happening on Netflix and Disney Plus right now. Insane. They announced the partnership with Silverhawks LLC. Now, there's a funny thing. We found earlier in the year that Silverhawks LLC has some sort of partnership with Super7. It's not really clear. Brian over at Super7 was not forthcoming to Pixel Dan or anybody else who would ask him. He sort of kind of sidestepped the idea about Silverhawks LLC and simply stated that Silverhawks LLC is Silverhawks and Super7 is Super7. So very, very interesting, right? But people have been doing some digging and found out that Silverhawks LLC has Brian Flynn in the incorporation papers. Some food for thought there, guys. Nacelle's announcement comes after Super7's, a pop culture design house and toy maker known for its reaction figures, announced their Silverhawks Ultimates line of action figures earlier this year. This is not a coincidence, guys. This is seriously not a coincidence. This is literally the same type of idea that happened in the 80s, where a toy line was supported by a cartoon series. You can see it with He-Man Revelations right now. The cartoon series, and soon thereafter, the Masterverse was released, featuring the actual characters from the Revelations Netflix series. This is not a coincidence. This is actually, oh man, this is so exciting. No real details other than the fact that it's actually been green lit apparently. Okay, so according to this. Silverhawks is a beloved franchise that has been overlooked for far too long, says Brian Flynn, the founder and owner of Super7. We are excited to be working with Nacelle to bring Silverhawks back to the limelight for the diehard fans, as well as a new generation of fans experiencing the magic of Silverhawks for the first time. So it's obvious now that Brian Flynn has some stake in Silverhawks LLC. Why else would he be the one who's talking about this? This to deadline. Sorry. Very, very interesting developments here. This is absolutely insane. Brian goes on to say, and then the reporter says, when I spoke to Brian Flynn the first time, I was like, the character, yes, man. Yes, just tell me where to sign, said Brian Vlock-Weiss, founder and CEO of the Nacelle Company. So definitely, Brian is deeply involved in the project. He was the one who spoke to Brian Vlock-Weiss, who was obviously the CEO and founder of the Nacelle Company. This is something which is a brand new development. Deadline has just broke this news, and wow, I can't be any more excited than I am already. Obviously, Super7 has been pushing the Silverhawks ever since they made the announcement. Actually, it was more like 6 months ago. It was like late 2020 when they started talking about it, and a lot of people were looking at the merchandise, the T-shirts, the mugs, everything else that they were releasing, and it was only a matter of time before Silverhawks was announced as the Ultimates line. Everyone was very confident the reaction line would be coming out, but we were all on bated breath to find out about the actual Ultimate series, and it didn't take long. It was only about another 3 months afterwards where we finally got the first glimpses of the Ultimates, as we can see here on the Super7 website. Guys, there's been a lot of controversy on these figures, the fact that they're not vac metalized, and they're actually more toon accurate than they are, toy accurate. But now knowing that Nacelle will actually be doing, I don't know if it's a reboot or if it's an actual complete redo of the series, which would be interesting in and of itself. But the fact that we know now that Super7 is deeply involved, along with Silverhawks LLC and Nacelle, I don't know if it's animation or what. I think they're just a production company in general. Yeah, this is exciting news for anybody who's a Silverhawks fan. Guys, what do you think about this new announcement? What are your thoughts about the Silverhawks animated reanimated show? This is gonna be insane. I'm all in. I am super excited. As you guys already know in my last video about the Silverhawks Super7 figures, I am all in on the Silverhawks line. Super excited for these figures. And now, I cannot wait to find out more about the Nacelle Company's revival of the Silverhawks. This is going to be insane. Guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please do leave me a like. It really helps me out. And tell me, what do you guys think about this? Are you excited about this new possible Silverhawks reanimated show from the Nacelle Company? Do you enjoy any of the Nacelle Company's other television shows that are on Netflix right now? Disney, like on Disney Plus, they have Behind the Attraction. Netflix, they have Movies That Made Us, The Toys That Made Us, and Down to Earth with Zac Efron. Have you guys ever watched any of those series at all? What do you guys think of those series? Guys, is this something that you're going to watch? Are you all in on the Silverhawks Super7 line, or does it really bother you that they're not vac metalized? Please leave your comments in the comment section below, and consider subscribing, as it helps YouTube to realize I'm doing a great job and you guys enjoy my work. Well, guys, as always, thank you very much for watching. Geek proud.